So the story for Halo 4 sees the return of the Master Chief and his AI companion Cortana, who are both on the Forward Unto Dawn, which is a ship that was destroyed in Halo 3, and of course Master Chief is just there in cryosleep, and Cortana's there just chilling, doing her thing. And then 4 years after Master Chief has been on this ship, Cortana decides to wake him up because of course bad things are happening. The Covenant is destroying stuff, even though we're supposed to have a truce with them. It's been 4 years, so a lot of stuff could happen. But the Covenant is really the least of their problems because they are getting sucked into the gravitational pull of a ancient Forerunner planet. Of course, the Forerunners being the highly talked about in the Halo series old civilization of wise people. Of course, they crash land on this planet, and while on the planet trying to find a way off of it, they awake a ancient evil known as the Didact, who of course wants to go and enslave the human race and turn them into evil people. And Master Chief has to go stop them. Now, really, that's not the plot here. That's not the big plot, at least to me. The Didact himself is a very formidable opponent to Master Chief. He is a great villain, especially in that one scene where they introduce him and he screws up Master Chief pretty bad. But what really makes this story so strong is the relationship between Master Chief and Cortana, and the reason why is because Cortana, of course, is actually dying in the game. In 7 years, AI start to deteriorate and die out, and she is 8 years old, so she is really dying out here, and Master Chief has to put up with that throughout the entire game. She starts to go insane in parts. It actually gets emotional, especially if you are a huge fan of Halo and have been with these characters for years and you love these characters like I do. It's actually kind of emotional, and I love that about the story. The relationship between Master Chief and Cortana, this is the most we have ever seen Master Chief talk and show a personality, and I love that. Both of them together is just fantastic in this game, and the Didact is a great villain. So overall, I think the story is absolutely excellent. But now let us talk about the sound, which I like to start off with the voice acting. And let me just say, Steve Downes is back as Master Chief, and he has the perfect voice for Master Chief. He is great in this game, and he has a lot more stuff to say, a lot more personality, like I said before, and he is great as Master Chief. He is the perfect voice for Master Chief. Jen Tyler is back once again as Cortana, and she's been in plenty of Halo games before as different characters, and she's back as Cortana, and she is amazing as Cortana, especially when it gets to the emotional part where she has to, get a little sobby in a way, and I thought that was perfect. I really did. I thought she did an amazing job here. The rest of the voice cast does a great job as well. The soundtrack, do I even need to talk about it? I mean, it's not done by Martin O'Donnell, but it's still absolutely amazing. So epic. Has great new pieces of music. Orchestra is amazing in this game, and of course the sound design is actually very well done as well. Every gun, alien or human, really feels good. It sounds good. It's great. So overall, I think the sound design and the sound itself is absolutely fantastic in this game. Now let us talk about the graphics, which I just want to start off by saying, if you thought 360 didn't have any other tricks in its book, Halo 4 proves you wrong, because this is one of the best looking console games I have ever seen. There are scenes where ships are falling, or there's a bunch of enemies just blowing up everywhere, or there's just huge vistas of an alien world, and it's absolutely gorgeous. The lighting is amazing, the character models are extremely well detailed, especially Master Chief with his suit. Oh my god, it looks so good. Just the amount of characters that can be on screen, all the action, all the just destruction, and hell, it doesn't even drop in multiplayer. It still looks amazing in multiplayer, which is usually not the case in games like this. Texturing is phenomenal, everything looks great, everything's very well modeled, the effects are amazing, just everything looks so good, the weapons look awesome. This game is absolutely phenomenal graphics wise. It's probably one of the best games I've seen this year. It looks phenomenal. Oh, and also, best CG ever of all time, bar none. But now we get into the most important part of any Halo game, or game itself, the gameplay. And Halo has always been the same over and over again, and just, minor improvements or major improvements in the multiplayer at least. And let me just say this, it is Halo. It has tons of new weapons, it has a brand new story, it has a lot more multiplayer, it changed that all up around. It gives you a brand new mode, Spartan Ops, which I'll talk about later, and it feels like Halo, it looks like Halo, it tastes like Halo, it's Halo, and it is perfect. I love Halo 4 because it plays like Halo. The shooting is so much fun. Shooting either the Covenant or the new Promethean enemies is just a lot of fun. Just finding out different strategies for the new Promethean ones and using old ones for the Covenant. Just, switch it up a little bit. The campaign is a lot of fun, even though it's short, but, every Halo campaign is short. It's still a lot of fun, especially with the story. It's so engaging. I couldn't stop playing it. You get a ton of different weapons in this game, either old, like the battle rifle and the assault rifle and the pistol, or you get new ones, which are the Promethean weapons. Like you get a laser rifle, you get a bolt pistol, which actually shoots out a big bolt if you hold down the R trigger, and it's a lot of fun just to use these brand new ones and the old ones and mix and match. It's just a lot of fun. It really is. All the new ones are great. All the old ones are still great. Overall, I think the weapons are great. The new equipment items, like you get a bubble shield that actually heals you whenever you use it. You can get an energy shield, a jetpack, a turret that follows you around everywhere you go, and all the equipment, all of the weapons are just so much fun to use and mix and match and just use against the enemy. It's a lot of fun. It really is. The vehicular combat in the game is as good as it ever was, and now you actually get a mech in the game called the Mantis, which controls so good and feels so good just to stomp on grunts in the campaign or even use it in the multiplayer. It just feels so good to control it, and it's probably one of the best mechs out there. And the vehicular combat for everything else, like the Ghosts and the Warthogs and the Mongoose, everything controls just like it used to, and it feels so good. The gunplay is the same. The vehicular combat, for most part, is the same. The campaign is the same stuff. You shoot a lot of enemies. You get a great story. What else do you have? Well, you also have, of course, the multiplayer, which many people will be playing for years to come. The multiplayer is just Halo. That means it's addicting, it's amazing, it's fantastic, it's phenomenal. It's the best multiplayer out there, hands down. The gunplay just completely works in the multiplayer. It's a lot of fun, even when you're getting killed a lot like I do most of the time. I just enjoy it either way. It doesn't matter. Like, unlike stuff like Call of Duty and Battlefield, I get frustrated in those games. This one, no, I just keep going, and I'm like, you know what, this game's just fun either way. The vehicular combat is just amazing when mixed with all the gunplay and everything else, all the game modes like Capture Flag, and some of the new ones, which are awesome as well. But I'll be here forever if I explain every single little thing about the multiplayer. You have a whole set of brand new customizations in the game. Like, you actually customize your own loadout and then like pick specific guns and then put in your loadout and you'll automatically spawn with those, which feels a little bit too much like Call of Duty in some way, but actually works out very well here. I actually can pick what, small, not like rocket launcher or something. You can't pick that, but you can pick, assault rifle or battle rifle or DMR or something like that and just go out with that, standard stuff, not rocket launchers or shotguns, which is good. And just a couple things as a side note for the multiplayer, you still have Forge mode, which is to create your own map section of the game, and it really does work here just like it did in the last couple of games. You have theater mode where you can go and watch all your matches that you just recently completed, and you can screenshot stuff or record clips, and that's still great. You have a new XP system in the game, which really works better than the credit system in my opinion. Some people are going to say Call of Duty ripoff, but I think, it really works here, again, just like the loadout section. But the last mode I need to talk about is the Spartan Ops mode, which is a mode where you can actually play by yourself or with friends, and it's a objective-based mode and kind of a story mode in a way, where you go into each objective. Some of them will have you blow up a lot of stuff or kill a lot of enemies, whatever, simple objectives, and just go around with a friend or by yourself, pick your vehicle of choice, go around and kill a bunch of things. That's pretty much it, and the story stuff. And there's a little bit of story there. It's not really all that fantastic, really, but for the most part, it's a cool little mode. It's sad that it replaces Firefight. I don't think it's as good as Firefight, but it's a lot of fun, and I'll definitely try to complete the whole thing. I really enjoyed it. So anyway, Spartan Ops is good. The multiplayer is absolutely amazing, and the campaign is just so good with great voice acting, a fantastically well-told story itself, and the ending is amazing. It really is, in my opinion. It's amazing. It's the best Halo ending ever, and I love this game so much. Is it surprising that I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10? Well, I hope not, because that's exactly what it's getting. It's an amazing game. 343 Industries, you're good. You're good. You're solid. I give you my Gore seal of approval. You are amazing. Thank you for an amazing game, an amazing story, an amazing everything. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and goodbye.
Humanity stands as the greatest threat in the galaxy. forerunners have returned.